Alright, it's your boy G Ronin back again streaming on this mug. About to do the last part. Hopefully this is the last part of the game. Croft Manor. Better check it out. Expedition. Expedition. I'll probably check that out too. But we got to jump right into this, y'all. So we can get into the next games and series and stuff. Blood Ties. We got two of them. Lord's Nightmare. And we're going to do Blood Ties first. And I was talking about St. Rose a few days back, man, especially on my second impression, bro. Hey, it's just my opinion. You don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying? For those that dislike the video, it is what it is. I mean, be real. If you're gonna reboot a game, you gotta stick to those roots, right? You can have a different, take on the game, but if you forget exactly what made the game good in the first place and you change it to something else, how you think fans is gonna react? It is what it is. Y'all people out here talking about they trying to fit it for this generation. Okay, understood. But overall, the whole point of that video, especially on the second impression video of Saint Row, the reboot, the whole point of the video was the presentation was off. You know what I mean? They only showed like what 20 seconds of gameplay. Now my opinion can change over time. Like I said, my perspective and opinion will change over time. But the current broadcast, would you like to neighbor broadcast? How the viewers vote cars? Wait a minute, what? What is this? It ain't stopped my broadcast, did it? Now, would you like to enable?
Final notice to Lara Croft, a current tenant of premises.
I don't know what that was.
This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate.
She look like she ain't got no ass in the cutscenes. When you play the game, it looks like her ass is still out. I promise you.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances,
she got more ass in the gameplay, but she ain't got no ass in the cutscene.
He never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately,
it's a nice ass, though.
You have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere.
Oh, we just investigating.
Safe.
I see safe. I see a bunch of shit laying around. And if I'm gonna think like a rich person, there's all kinds of dungeons and shit laying around. Let's see. Find a code to the safe.
Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
Let's look around first. What's this?
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Now this is my question. Is this before she went on the exploration for the Prophet? I'm gonna assume.
My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
Can't zoom in. Disgrace. Oh, that's a newspaper article about her father. You saw that in the cutscene. But yeah, like I was saying about Saint Row, bro. My perspective would change over time until they show gameplay.
Well,
until then, the game looks weak.
Tonight, quite unexpected.
The characters is making the game look weak.
It shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia, and apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond, and she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
Okay.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
You know, I fell in love with that woman, but the way he fell in love with her was kind of corny. But like I said, Saint Rose reboot, the presentation was off. That's the problem. The characters, it's not selling the game at all. That's true. That's a fact. Look at everybody else's videos. They complain about the characters too. You know what I'm saying? The most gangsterous part in the fucking trailer was the Panthoros. That's it. You know what I'm saying? They only showed us 20 seconds of gameplay in the developer's point of view. You know what I'm saying? And that's my second impression video. That's the one I guess nobody don't like. And I'm just letting y'all know. I didn't say I hate the game. You know what I'm saying? According to somebody else, quoted by somebody else on another YouTube channel, yeah, they should have called it something else, because it definitely don't feel like it look like Saint Rose at all. You know what I'm saying? They should have just called the game something else. Now, the comparison to Watch Dogs. Get to think though. Watch Dogs is a dope ass game, but the characters in Watch Dogs weren't gangsters. They was fucking hackers and activists. You know what I'm saying? So it worked out for that world. Saint Rose 1 and 2 for the most part, and fucking 3. Nigga, they gangsters. The gangsters, pimps, and hoes. That's the characters you're using. Gangster, pimps, and hoes, and the only fucking geek you had in the squad was who? Kenzie. And that one dude from, and that one, small cat from the Deckers. I think he was from the Deckers, or was he from the Luchadors or something like that. He was working with Killbane, but he ended up being on your side anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, anywhere it goes, we'll see, man. When they show gameplay and actually explain where the story, how the story is going to take place and how the plot is going to go, okay, like I said. Until then, they didn't say shit yet. They got articles to read about it, but I want to see it visually. I want to see them actually talk about the story. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still play Saint Row Reboot just to see how I definitely want to. My more focus is the gameplay. But the presentation was off. Is that fair to say? Anyway, off of Saint Row, let's get back to this.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
How come everybody that went to Oxford University or Yale or some shit, they always dealing with... I'm going to keep my mouth closed. I ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? To all you woke niggas out there, you know what I was getting at, but I ain't saying shit. Y'all always connected to some New World Order craziness, bruh. Even in the movies they say people from Oxford and Yale is always connected to some shit. Man, I ain't going to college. It's too damn deep.
I finally
just give me the books. I read the books.
To the family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
The Lord of the Realm. That's how you know when a chick is in love with your ass. When she call you the Lord of something. You know what I'm saying? That's some powerful shit.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
Let's look around. Ain't no telling what I'm looking at. I really don't recognize everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do my history. You know, but outside history, don't blame me. I know enough.
This is
I don't know
probably
everything.
my grandfather, Benjamin.
Benjamin Croft. History. Benjamin Croft. Can we get a game? What was he about? Or a backstory? Can we get a game backstory about him?
A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice.
I realized Anna always wear black. I'm still tripping though how they shot her at the end of the game. That shit was crazy. Alright. Alright. Library. Hold up.
One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
That's an African max, definitely. Oh, it says African mags on top. I mean, I just knew just from the design. I mean, come on, it's my roots, my people. That's my nose. All right, let's get it. Some more.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
This. I see what y'all doing. Hold up, is that the Eye of Horror? It is the Eyes of Horus. We definitely gotta go down there and see what type of Egyptian artifacts they got. Ain't no telling. I see a cross with a tomb. Something says death. What that mean? Alright, we gonna search this whole building. Alright, I got it up here.
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor. Too dark. Going to need a flashlight.
When was you ever scared of the dark? Paper right here and the statue of, oh my god, the Templars.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something. And I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the Manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
Her Uncle Atlas. What the fuck is his problem? She got her daughter killed? I mean, his daughter killed? What's that about? Foreshadowing, maybe the next game, maybe we'll find out. I don't know. Look at this shit, man. They got everything in their fucking crib, bro. That's history right here.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, you won't be boring your sword this time.
That shit crazy. Take a good look. Let that marinate for a minute. Take a good look at that. If you already know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. Do your homework. I got time to explain this shit. Let's go.
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix.
It's a fucking castle, my nigga. This shit, man, should have been a shootout scene in this damn game, ain't it? Come on, bro. What? That's what I'm saying, bro. it's a lot of reference they got in the game, but it's a lot of shit they could have done that reference to the other game, or at least the movie. There should have been a shootout scene in here. That would have been live.
A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
Metaphorically speaking. We all get that power. Oh, that's a table. I thought it was one of them Wing Chun dummy fighting thingies. You know what I'm talking about? Like Wing Chun dummy. Master Ed. Danger.
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
What did I say? Stop smoking. Oh shit. Right for real. Key, flashlight, let's go. Key, flashlight.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see...
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Her dad seems like he's obsessed with Roman Catholics and knights and all that stuff too. I'm starting to realize that. I'm telling y'all, that could go deep as hell with this damn story.
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. Locked. Need a key to open this.
I couldn't live in this
What
house.
are you doing
It's too damn
sitting
big.
there on the floor, Mistress
damn big.
Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Message to all you kids out there.
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. But a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and... oh, God! I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side, in time.
That's a ride or die for you right there. You can't knock her mama. All the opportunities in the world for her to be, be a successful woman, independent woman. She stood by her man's side, and it all worked out at the end. It's fucked up how her daddy died though. Did they ever say how her mom died? shields and shit, like knights and shields. Like, bruh, tell me, was her daddy part of that shit? Where, bruh? Her daddy was about that life, bruh.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
That's a ring of power from Lord of the Rings. My precious.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering. Sincerely, your uncle.
It's all about this manor, not losing this manor. Well, I can agree with that. You know, when your grandparents, your elders build a house, you do whatever it takes to keep it, pass it on. I understand that, but I don't think that's what he meant, though.
Hey, Jonah.
Some
Sorry
money
for
in it.
not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long, I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for. I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
But Uncle Atlas trying to sell this house. Or is she trying to sell the house?
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Oh, it's the flashlight. Alright, we got it.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
Not yet. Make sure we found everything down here.
Not sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
Man, this girl privileged as hell. You know what I'm saying? She was born with this shit. Her daddy too. That's probably why they so. Man, you never know. What if her ancestors was all the Illuminati, and that's what this whole thing is about? I mean, Trinity technically is an Illuminati, but at the same time, I'm just saying, what if that's what this shit is about anyway? Going against her ancestors' organization and shit. Just saying. Flashlight. Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, this pretty much obvious. Like, her daddy got this up on a rock, Croft. Like, that's their family tradition right here. I'm pretty sure of it. Because why would that be on a wall? I'm just saying. That's obvious. Then you got a fucking Templar statue sitting right here in our goddamn face. Man, her daddy was about that action. Or just part of it. Oh shit, this shit done turned to Silent Hill. I can't stand that damn game.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow, in the bright Egyptian sun, amidst the dust and ruins.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Take my advice. Do not get married until the money is stable. Until the money is stable on both sides, both parties, then think about marriage.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
If it ain't about the money, that's what it's about. Always. Is that a wine cooler?
Still just as creepy as I remember.
Y'all almost had me. Y'all almost had me. The goddamn rat.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. And before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
She was a badass little girl, was he?
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
There's
King
another...
to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
Chess.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him.
This shit right here make me miss my uncle. Me and my uncle used to play chess all the fucking time.
I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
I'm always choosing black. Black on black on black.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation. Upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
There's a whole lot of stuff.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the 2 of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Are we going to Egypt in the next game? That'd be dope. Let's explore Egypt. It's another game I'm gonna get again. I might just download it, but I wanna keep it in my collection. I'm gonna go and get Assassin's Creed Origins. That's definitely one of my favorite ones. The hell? Oh. There we go. Why they act like we couldn't grab it this way and just do that? Video game logic.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
Her daddy crazy. You gonna put a damn trap in that goddamn building? Knowing your daughter running around, fuck around and get killed. What's up?
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition.
Oh, they were just playing. Okay.
Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise. Water damage from the main hall above.
I see you. I'm gonna be real with y'all real quick. I'm gonna just say this. I don't know what games y'all done played or whatever. I mean, how many games y'all done played and actually pay attention to like dialogue, story, backdrops. You know what I'm saying? Symbols and shit like that. But I promise you, every game I fucking play, I swear to God, I always trying to find a way to connect itself with Egypt for some goddamn reason. I just thought I'd put that out there. I haven't found it yet, so I would have thought I found it already. Hold on. We'll backtrack.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met, I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
His booty left. His booty left.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Like I said, this house is too damn big.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Give a big shout out to my people up in Morocco.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure, my favorite painting by Amelia, the day of our wedding anniversary.
Treasure painting, wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
Next game, maybe?
remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Put your nines up. Shout out to my boy Jamar Milton.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one. In the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Oh shit. It's the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Which is a real book, by the way. That's a nice design too. If you walk into somebody's house and you saw this book, what would you think? I mean, it won't bother me because I know. But I'm just saying for people that don't know nothing about this.
See back. Those were good times. The best times.
Y'all probably think I'm capping. I gotta prove to y'all that I'm not capping. I gotta prove to y'all that I know my shit. Hold on. I'm gonna just use one for example. I'm gonna just show y'all one for example. Hopefully it's right side in. Boom. I do read my shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this shit is all types of information in here. All types of information in here, bro. All types of, yeah. I do my homeworks too. How to put that out there on y'all asses. Let's go. And that's not the only book. And no, I have not completed that book, but I do skim through it like it's an encyclopedia or something.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Ain't no cap this way when it comes to fucking knowledge. I do my studying. I might not be on A level, but I do my studying.
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though.
It's one of my old school lighters.
The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Benjamin Croft. I almost said before Christ.
Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Okay. Hold on, before we do anything. Taking our time. Some more shields up in there. Yup, I'm telling y'all.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
Yeah, the more you learn something, man, the more you want to keep exploring, man. That's the power of knowledge, bro. Like if you ignorant to the world, once you broaden your horizon, you know what I'm saying? step out the box and actually start to explore shit, learn from new people, get wisdom from different places, bro, man, that shit ain't gonna stop. Because the more you learn, it's like you realize, you start to realize how much you didn't know. It is a curse in a sense. Knowledge is a curse in a sense, but it's power at the same time. Quote! Don't take that shit, that's mine.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly? This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
Bro! That's the original song. That's the original song for the Manor in Laura Croft, not Laura Croft, Tomb Raider #2. The kids will know that. That's funny. That was good. Damn, that dude bring back memories, man.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
That was good. I like that reference.
Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key. We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
Alright, let's go back downstairs. I almost forgot about that, y'all. Can she jump down? Yeah. There we go.
This should help me read the map. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say.
Shit, we probably didn't even need a map.
I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Alright. Alright, the question is, where is it at? Hold on.
For God's...
Just looking at something, y'all.
I've created...
Let's go with this. Oh, these are journals. Listen. Right. Everything we done discovered. Alright. Something in here.
The master key. This should get me into the West Wing. Alright. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the forbidden West Wing.
Where the pro bar at though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta open up some stuff.
This picture was taken in the library.
Would that be your mama?
1820 additions to the main hall in progress. I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
Oh, okay. That's a real.
Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these.
See what I'm saying? I ran right past this.
Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
I'm just looking at it. I just want to see how they designed it. That's all. You know that cost some fucking money. He wasn't selling that though.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
That's her mama. Nothing. Alright, I know where we at. Let's go like in here. Right.
Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
That's probably a real book too. It's truth about myths. I might have to look up and see if there's a book, an actual book I can read. Okay, combination lock, right? She said something about a painting, treasure, and anniversary, right?
Need to search the rest of the manor for the clues to the combination.
Nothing. Nothing here. Oh, master key, that's right. There we go.
Worse than I thought.
Damn! water.
This
Damn.
is strangely beautiful.
Poison Ivy wasn't playing with y'all.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
Okay, I missed out on that information. It's alright. The master bedroom.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay obligations, free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
As rich as they were, they didn't have a big-ass wedding. That's called common sense. You don't need a big-ass wedding to prove your fucking love to nobody. They got married. They got married in Egypt at a small church. Simple. Keep it simple. Keep it pushing. We married. Let's make this legacy happen. Let's go.
My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost remember her.
Don't you hate that?
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful. There's a date. October something. Damn, the number is faded.
October 14th. Maybe. 11th.
Their anniversary was in October. But which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday.
There you go.
Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
Before her birthday? It was like 11, 12, 10 maybe. Got that clue?
After everything...
I think this was Dad's pocket watch.
My bad, I cut off the dialogue.
Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
has done. How could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Hey, that's a dope ass. I ain't never gonna perp. That's a dope ass statue of her dad. I'm just saying, if you rich, you got money, why not make a statue of you? I know. We simple. We do pictures. You know what I'm saying? We do photos. But why not have a statue? Why have somebody sculpt a statue of you, bruh? There's some power in that. Somebody walk in your house and see a statue of you. Of course, they're gonna call you conceited.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
At least that old thing still works. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences, passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
That was deep. That last paragraph was deep. But I like the fact that he named her after the sun god Ra of Egypt. Laura. We could call her Ra now. I thought Ra was a boy though.
Secret immortality
according to the story. Alright. Anything else?
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Alright. What we missing? Anniversary, the picture. I think we got everything. Oh, we don't. Wait a minute. Woo!
Okay, Laura, keep it together. You're starting to see things. Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
The headphones
My
work.
lord, We all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get when pushed into a corner. Let's just say they won't be bothering her again. But I do think their words have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls. And having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to them. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston.
If you look up the true, the true origins of Tomboy, the easiest way to find that, look up Dick Gregory, rest in peace. Look him up, type in Tomboy, and listen to what he said about it. Just a little origin for those that's not afraid of information.
Untouched for years, exactly as you left it.
Alright, we found this room, cool.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue, written in jumbled words from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen, where the heat of a candle revealed a message written in lemon juice. I followed each step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist. Love can and will endure.
Bruh, I don't know if I said this. If I had 3 abilities that I could have at will, healing factors, to fly, and language or knowledge. I'm gonna say knowledge because knowledge is language. So, but yeah, that'd be the 3 abilities I have. Well, at least we get to know the Crofts now. There's a lot of backstory in this though, so I mean, like I said, I wasn't expecting no action in this, but I knew I was coming here just to investigate.
Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small.
Look just like your mama. That's a good picture, you can tell. She looks just like her mama. I remember back in elementary, bro, I used to do shit like this in art class. Like, real talk. If you just give me a ruler and a pencil, I was just coming up with shit. Art class, I was straight A's in art class, bro. But as you get older, bro, man, people in your life, they take away your ability on purpose. I believe that, bro. So a message to all the kids out there: if you got a passion at a young age, if you know you're good at something, don't forget how to do it ever.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young.
Oh, she died. Okay. Go to piano.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived. Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
Think about it, man. The Crofts one of the only people that living in a manor. You had the butler, Winston, I think he was a butler. You had the uncle, he was there too. And I'm pretty sure it was a bunch. I mean, come on, think about how many fucking bedrooms they got up in there, bruh. That could fit like probably 5 families in this bitch. Keep it in the family, bro. Ain't that the message? Like, think about if 2 families, 3 families get together and just stash some money and buy a fucking manor. But they don't want to do that because people don't get along. Everybody want their own.
Red, Dad's favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination.
Is it something I'm supposed to be looking at?
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
Backtracking. We'll just backtrack it real quick. Try and listen to the big ass house. Making sure I'm not missing nothing. Out of the door. It's a whole nother area. Oh, okay. I'm trying to see.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some time. There is an intensity to his passion that can be frightening, but I recognize that same passion in you. You're more like him than you know. Never doubt that he loves you more than his research, more than his artifacts. More than anything in this world, storms pass, and tomorrow will be clear and blue again. When you have finished, please leave the tray outside. Be well. Yours, Winston.
Ah, okay, we got everything unlocked now. Okay, cool. Makes it easy to backtrack now. Thank you for the master key. Alright, let's head back up to the office real quick.
I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
One more clue. Yeah, turn that music back on. Oh yeah, what we missing? It's a box up there, but I need something to open. Probably in the basement somewhere. Oh shit, never mind. Key. There we go.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
Oh shit. Number 2 maybe? Damn it.
Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
Double pistols.
Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out.
Let's see, number 213, 213, and...
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
Oh shit, here we go. Should have wrote all this shit down on paper. Safe combination, moving in. Medians paintings. So many paintings. Which one was her favorite? 1, 2, 3. It's 3 paintings I see, so I'm just gonna assume that's 3.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure, my favorite painting by Amelia, the day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, that's the combination right there. Alright, hold on. But I gotta find out what the numbers are.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize...
10. I think it's 10. 4, 10, 4, 10, and let's see.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his...
Oh, bad. I'm just looking, y'all. Hold on.
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the...
I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this right. Fuck. It's too early for that shit. Alright.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No.
Hold on. Let me make... I gotta find that one. I gotta find that one relic.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again?
Okay, now I gotta find that book.
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
Nine.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
What's that? 5? Okay. 5, 9, and 5, 9.
I remember this. The Pharaoh. It didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No, that's not it.
That's backwards. I think I did it wrong. Shit.
That worked.
There we go.
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept it safe.
Her handprint?
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done. And I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate. A test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Down. Now we know.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page.
Fire.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Let's get to the fireplace.
A hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
My bad, trying to get a good look at it. I don't know if that's upside down or I see one. Oh no, nah. It's just shapes. What the hell is this? Something we missed?
A blank page. A hidden message.
Let's go back down to the basement. Where was he playing chess at? What was it, 954? I can't remember the code. What was the code again, y'all? Box 9. Box 9. 4 blocks. 5.
No, that's not it.
Wait a minute. Are we? Is this something different? It's not the same code for the safe.
A blank page. A hidden message.
Right, I saw that. I figured that. Okay. What the hell? I'm not sure. Am I looking at this right? I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be stuck. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, it's folded. I figured if we play it with it, we'll see something. What is that? I gotta look upside down. Hold on. I gotta turn it up. I think it's upside down, y'all. Hold on. There we go. Alright. A bird. I'm guessing that's correct. Okay, so okay, hold on. Hold on.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
241.
Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. That worked. Damn, locked in. Did this open the secret door from the inside? Hope I'm not trapped in here.
Oh shit, what the hell is down here?
Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
There ain't no action on this fucking manor, but this is kind of dope just to explore the goddamn mansion and realize I heard Daddy was hiding all kinds of shit. Secrets, man.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs. Then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There is no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research. When I dropped the stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The hour was midnight and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being drawn from me as one empties a glass in order to be poured back into Amelia. I would have welcomed death if the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead, and I was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest. I owe her that much.
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere.
Are we looking for her mama's body? Bro, what the fuck is going on?
This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
Dragons. There's dragons in every religion. Keep that in mind, y'all.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself for your loss. Well, to that, I say, you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward is a ringing echo of loss. I hope you live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us. You ruined her reputation and poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. In the end, you might as well have choked a life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could erase some of the damage you've already done to the poor girl. If not, I will do everything in my power to see to it that the Croft name is forgotten. Lara deserves better than you. So did Amelia. And so do we all. Atlas.
I mean, it is his sister. There's another one.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here.
Uh-huh. You see the symbol? And of course, I ain't gonna let us read this. I'm just looking, y'all.
Might be able to use this
We
to
got down
access other
roach.
parts
You
of the
saw a
manor.
roach running around the floor? See, now I gotta remember where the hell I was supposed to go to open. Yeah. See?
The missing page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone outside the family knowing about this crypt.
There's gonna be hella money in his goddamn crypt. I put money he didn't bury his wife here. And if he did, it's some money in the damn coffin.
There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east. Our respite to the west. Our future is to the south. Our past is to the north. Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
It's like a whole damn tool. This was interesting. I like this. I like this part. I like this part of the story. It's the way out.
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions, and then I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
Homeschool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Whoa, Anubis.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
See, this is something I need in my house. I don't know why I keep thinking something gonna jump out on me. What the hell? I know exactly where we are.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
we going the right way? I mean, I know where I'm at, but... Damn, I didn't even notice that before. I fucks with this mission. I fucks with it. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, wait a minute, y'all. What was that code again? We can't, oh, we got it. What was that?
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Alright, we're still searching. I'll go right this way. Probably missed something. Dead end. Right. It was a ladder. Climb up the ladder. Got me going around in circles. Alright, where we at now? Okay. We're back here. I want us to go back to... I just something about a compass on the ground or something like that. She says she was talking to Winston about a compass. You know what I'm saying? And I keep thinking it's this. Yup, I was right. Wow.
Knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
I promise y'all, if you rewind this video, when I first walked past this, I looked at this wall, but I didn't say shit. I was gonna tell y'all, 9 times out of 10, there's a fucking door right here. I promise y'all. I guess this is the last part. All right, let's see what we got. This was good. I like this puzzle. Oh shit, we better run into goddamn Cain and Raziel down here. Oh shit. The legacy of Cain.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
She about to find out that her ancestors is vampires.
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, As the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy, one that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides here, in the manor, in me, in Lara. Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end, and there is work yet to do.
That's what it's about. That's what it's always about. Death is only the beginning. Where the hell are y'all getting these stories? That's her mom's. He got a whole crypt down under his house.
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
That's deep.
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me, with all my love, your mother.
What's this? A letter.
Additional relics become available in the manor. 2 days later. Alright, 2 days later, man. Alright, we're gonna chop this up and say this for another video, man. That was a good little piece to add to the story. That's dope. I like that, bro. that was dope. No action, just straight, exploration, investigating the manor. That was dope. Alright, man. So I'll catch y'all on the next clip, man, in a few minutes, man. I'm gonna get this little break real quick, man. Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I did. So see y'all in the next video. Alright, y'all. Peace.